Well, hello guys. How you guys doing? So I'm over in the garage area in the side room. We got sent another e-bike. So I don't know anything about this e-bike. Therese got this one. It was offered to us by a sponsor, and so we're going to check it out and see if it's a good one. Stay tuned. But we're going to unwrap it first, put it together, and see what we got. It's like Christmas time. Looks like it's a Windone E20. Don't know anything about it, but the battery pack looks a lot like the other one. So we'll dive into this and see what we got here. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to get this on the video as well. The rack I'm getting ready to install has a little light on it, but the light broke in shipment. So it's in like 10 different little pieces, and I don't know that I can glue all that back. It looks like the bracket broke off too, so it might be a hard glue. These probably aren't that expensive. I'll reach out to the company and see if they'll send another headlight. But I'll try to keep all the pieces, so if they won't send another headlight or they want to charge us for one, I'll try to piece it together if I can, if I got all the pieces here. So I just wanted to put that in the video to show that there's no working headlight. So this is the Windone E20 bicycle, e-bike. It's a 36 volt. And I just finished putting it all together. So I have not yet ridden it. We're going to check this out. Looks pretty nice. I think that's it. That completes the installation of the bike. It's much like our other bike, but it has a few less features. But I like it. I haven't ridden it yet. We're going to go check it out real quick. And the battery's still charging. It takes 6 to 7 hours for the initial charge to reach full charge. But I'll see what it has and I'll try it out. More on this later.
Hey, I see you got yourself a new toy there.
Hey, and you know what? I like it. It's really nice, and I'll tell you some of the features I like about it. I like the rear kickstand. We're not going in any particular order here, just as it comes to mind. But I like the rear kickstand, and I'll tell you why.
We see it over here.
Because when you're pushing your bike backwards, the pedal doesn't hit it and stop. You know how that's so aggravating?
Yeah,
like
that is nice.
If you're loading your bike and you're pushing it back into a space. There's a lot of features I like on this bike. It's real easy. You just pop the seat up. There's a retention, little spring-loaded lever here. You lift the handle, and the battery comes right out. And it's very light. It's a 36-volt battery.
How long does that one last?
I believe it lasts up to 100 miles, just depending on how you're riding it. If you're riding on hills and you're using less pedal assist, then it's going to eat up more battery. So you just push it down, you shut it, you push and turn the key. It has an off and on. You lock this back down and you're ready to go. And all you do to power it on is you push and hold this power button up here, and it comes on. And then you have 5 pedal assist entry levels, which basically dictate your top speed. I was able to get this to go about 18 miles an hour top speed. What I like about it really over some other bikes that I have tried is that it doesn't just take off and jerk you. Like a lot of them, when they take off, like the 48-volt bikes, a lot of them are real powerful. So when you do take off from a stop, it jerks you. So you better be paying attention and holding on.
That could be dangerous, especially if you're not an experienced rider.
So this is an entry-level e-bike, but it's got a lot of great features for half the cost of what most other 48-volt entry-level bikes have. So the 36-volt is more than enough. You're normally not going to ride a couple 100 miles before you need a recharge. The bike is actually pretty light too compared to the 48-volt ones. This is really light. I don't know what the weight is. I believe it's about 50 pounds or so. But we have a folding e-bike, and that thing with a 48-volt battery, it weighs a lot. It weighs like 75 pounds.
Yeah, that one I couldn't lift.
Yep, so that's something to think about if you're having to lift this and put it in a vehicle. Also, if it's a folding bike, it's going to weigh more anyway because you have extra hardware on there. It has beefed up, pivot points where it folds up, and then the locking mechanism when it's not folded up. So this is a really light bike. I mean, seriously, I'm not a big, strong, huge guy. And 2 fingers, 2 on the seat, 2 on the handlebars, and I can lift it chest high. You got 20-inch tires, 3-inch wide. You got the racks that came on the bike. You have a cup holder. You do have a bell. You have
It's pretty loud.
The front light is electric. Works off the battery. And the rear light has a battery in it, so you run it at night. It has a 7-speed Shimano shifter, so that's pretty standard almost of the e-bikes. 7-speed.
You know what I noticed too that I like compared to the other one is there's all this space right here, so you can put your phone holder and even a different drink up here if you want a drink holder.
So sometimes people like to put mirrors on them, phone holders, and maybe they want another drink holder that's maybe a little bigger for a mug or whatever. You got room to do that here.
That's nice.
On some e-bikes you don't, because the control thing is here and it takes up the whole space and you can't move it. It's like the brake system on this thing's really good too. It's got a front and rear disc brake. Now they're not super high end or oversized or big or anything, but they're adequate for this size bike, and they do a great job. The seat's comfortable.
That's very important.
Yep, it's a comfortable seat. I really don't have any negative things to say about this bike. At the price point and it being a 36-volt bike, it has everything that I would expect it to have, and it's actually more impressive than I thought it was going to be when I first tried it. So it's a smooth shift. It's great for older people. who maybe want to, you know, ride around the neighborhood or ride a park trail, and they don't want it to be taking off on them and jerking them and giving them whiplash. Because some of those bikes really, when you hit it, when it means go, it means go.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
With this bike, it's like, okay, we're going to go now. All right, are you ready? And it's kind of like that. So it doesn't, you know, you don't feel like you're going to get jerked off the bike.
And with the money you invest in this, you want to make sure you get the right bike for you. And everybody is a little different and maybe looking for something a little different.
Yep.
So that's good. I'm happy with it so far. I can't wait to test it out more on trails and get the full idea of how well it does.
So once again, this is the Windone, like the number 1, Windone E20 e-bike from Windone. And it's a great option if you don't want to spend $1,000 on a bike. I think these are right around $599 with the discount code. So that's a great price, I think.
It really is.
It's hard to find an e-bike under $600.
Mm-hmm. And I think it'll be great for a lot of people.
And it's well made. Now it doesn't have any suspension on it. And most of the e-bikes don't. But there are some high-end e-bikes that have suspensions.
There are. That's why I said there's something different on a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Even every company makes different models. So you just want to do your research and make sure you're getting all the features that you need.
And I believe Windone does make the folding bike too.
Yeah.
But hey, this is a great bike around the house. This is usually the first one I grab. I have 2 other folding e-bikes, but this one, this is the one I grab and use at the house.
Yeah, quick and easy.
Quick and easy to go, and it's not jerking me, and I don't need to go over 20 miles an hour. In fact, that's the speed limit in the subdivision is 20 miles an hour.
I know, and you don't need a golf cart or a side-by-side. You just can use your bike.
Yep. And some states have a regulation that you're supposed to have a rider's license on certain speed bikes. So this would be under the threshold of that requirement. So that's something else to think about. Now, I haven't ridden in a state that has that or enforces that, but just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people didn't even know that. I didn't until you had told me.
Yeah.
So you learn something new every day.
Yeah, and you know, down in Key West, we rode some e-bikes down there, and it was people running you over. They're using motorized skateboards, and they're going 30, 35 miles an hour. It's crazy down there. You got to watch. You got to drive with your rear view mirrors on.
Yeah, well, it's highly congested there, too. And in any bigger cities or larger tourist areas where they have e-bikes, you need to keep your head on a swivel and really look all around you.
But hey, it's an affordable e-bike. It performs great. I have nothing. I have no improvement suggestions for the bike. I really like it. And you got to remember the price point that you're at, and it's a 36-volt bike. It's great. I would, I'd get one again.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So I can't wait to hit the road with it. So far, it's been great around the neighborhood.
So the Windone E20 e-bike. I hope to see you on the trails.
See you later.